I want to make sure this is very clear. This is a multiple part series. The subject of this case was interviewed for roughly 6 hours over the course of 2 days, so for your convenience, it will be broken up into 4 parts. There will also be a full version once all parts have been uploaded. All of the links will be in the description in the coming days as they are released, and for those that support us on Patreon, all of the videos will be up for early access over there. Thank you. Welcome all you couch detectives out there. Join us every week for new cases, and if you're a fan of true crime, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. The absolute best way to support the channel is to subscribe, and if you appreciate what we're doing here, hit that like button, let us know that we're moving in the right direction. Okay, enough rambling, let's get into it. The victim in this case is protected by Marcy's Law, and no information on his identity is available. His brother's last name is Briganti, so we will assume and call him Mr. Briganti. July 31st, Bradenton, Florida. Police receive a 911 call from a man saying he found his 68-year-old father, Mr. Briganti, not breathing or moving. Upon arrival, EMS pronounced him deceased on the scene and stated that he had been for several hours. The subject of this video, 49-year-old at the time, Matthew Briganti, told EMS and police that his father must have fallen. During the investigation, detectives found issues with that claim, and ultimately, an autopsy by the medical examiner found that Mr. Briganti's death was caused by blunt force trauma to the head and that he was intentionally hit in the head at least 2 times with a heavy object. Matthew Briganti, still at the scene, is taken down to the station for questioning. This is the full police interrogation of Matthew Briganti. Remember, this is a multiple part series, so check the description for the other videos. But first, let us have a moment of silence for Mr. Briganti.
Nobody was in there, even me. Something happened.
Well, you were there.
I wasn't inside.
We don't see anybody else coming or going.
I wasn't inside. I was outside with people all day long. From the time I got up and got the dog until 6 o'clock in the morning, I was outside the entire time.
Did he make it to the bank yesterday?
Not that I know of.
Did you go to the bank yesterday?
No.
Okay. So his account's cleaned out. Yesterday.
That don't make no sense either. He isn't.
Let me show you this.
How's
Okay.
that? Hang on a second. This is getting messed up. Who is this?
The title says it all. Okay. It's analysis.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So we sent your 911 call off for analysis. The FBI does it.
Okay.
Okay. So there are tons of problems with this 911 call. Tons.
Tons of problems.
Yeah. See, and it's the little things that
How are you supposed to
that matter.
How are you supposed to react?
I can't tell you that.
That's what I'm saying. So how can you say there's problems with it? I mean,
Well, I can tell you that
oh,
you seem to have information on this call that doesn't make sense because you're outside making the call. But you're giving explanations about his status, okay, while you're outside.
what difference is that? I couldn't get service inside, so I walked outside the door.
Well, but that's not what you told us before. And I understand it's a traumatic event.
I may have not got
It's
anything
a
right.
and it's a
I'm not
traumatic
perfect,
event.
Sorry.
Right.
I mean, I'm
But-
doing the best I can.
But your go-to thing is my dad's fallen,
It looked like it, yeah.
okay,
It was over in the
and I'm
corner.
going to grab my phone and go outside and make the 911 call. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go check on my dad.
If I
I'm
can't
not
make
gonna
it
go-
inside, then I can't get to my dad. You know, like,
Right, but you didn't go to him.
I couldn't get to him.
Okay,
He was hunched over in the corner in front of the door, and I
Right.
had to get help
but you did get to him.
after the call.
Listen, Matt,
I had to make the
if
call.
I came home and found my wife had fallen, right, I'm gonna go through the fucking wall to get to her. I'm not gonna grab my phone and step outside.
I needed help.
Okay. This call has a lot of problems with it.
Okay.
Okay, that's all I'm telling you.
Oh.
I'm not an expert in this.
I'm not either, but I know.
Okay, but I'm telling you that you have your orientation to where your father is and the knowledge that you have about what's going
I
on?
know him pretty well.
Okay.
I've seen him fall 1,000 times.
But he's motionless on the floor, covered with a door.
Yeah, when I called
plywood.
him and he didn't answer me, I grabbed the phone and called 911.
Let me ask you a question. When you moved your dad, did you see the injury to his head?
Not until I laid him down. No. That's why I called 911. I told him on the phone, I'm pretty sure, that he had blood on his head.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure. You have to look at the call again.
Right. But you're outside.
The more you nitpick me, the more it confuses me.
Right, but you're outside. You say you couldn't get to your father, right? But he's covered with this stuff. But somehow you know he's got this blood on his head.
Well, his head wasn't covered, obviously. Come on, man.
Well, dude, I'm going by what you told us.
Well, okay, whatever.
Did you understand what I'm saying?
I suppose. You're not making any sense to me. I'm trying to give you the best I can. And you can nitpick everything I say to death.
Not nitpicking it. We're just trying to get clarification.
Okay,
That's
I
what we're
gave you
doing.
what I could. I mean, I don't understand. I mean,
From where we're sitting.
when I seen him when I could see part of his side, and I could see his head wasn't really covered. Well, half of his head wasn't covered. I could see some blood coming down his head.
Mhm.
So I called for help. I already knew he was going to need help when I seen the blood on his head.
Okay.
I knew he was going to need help. So
Okay.
I went outside to make the call because I had to. I couldn't do it from inside.
Mhm.
So I went outside and made the call.
Okay.
So he wanted me to try to get to him. Okay, so I would go back inside. Let me try to get to him.
Okay. Well, here's the other thing, right? You're seen walking up to the house.
Confusing me.
I'm not trying to confuse
No,
you.
I'm just trying to.
5 minutes after 5, you either get out of an SUV.
That's bullshit. That wasn't me. I didn't get in no fucking car. Don't put that on me. You can't even prove that shit because I didn't do it.
I said you either.
I didn't.
I didn't
I'm
say
telling you
you
right
did.
now, I didn't. So
Okay.
what else you got?
Then you go up the stairs.
Okay.
You're wearing the same clothes you're wearing
So
now.
I go up the stairs.
Okay. Well, but that's not, you got up to take a piss and you went to the front door. You're outside.
I had to get the dog. Remember? I woke up to get the dog.
That
Remember?
was between noon and 2, you said. Listen.
Yeah, it's on my phone.
This is just before you call 911.
Walter called me.
Matthew.
Walter called me.
Matthew, listen. This is not looking good.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay, I don't. You got to help me help you here.
Okay. So.
Okay, you got to be truthful, because these aren't little details that you're fucking up. These are big details. I never went outside. I went outside. I woke up to take a piss. Well, when you woke up to take a piss, unless that piss took you 7 minutes, there's a problem, because you went outside. Then you went back inside. Then you call 911 when you come back outside. So you can see there's an issue here. You have to help me clarify this.
If I'm not remembering right, how can I make it any better for you?
Well,
I didn't think I went outside. I thought when it happened. I
but
was
you're
there.
outside twice.
Okay, I could have been outside 10 times. If I don't fucking remember, what do you want me to do?
Okay.
It's not an issue of remembering.
Yeah, obviously it is. I'm telling you the way I remember it, and if I'm not remembering it right, then, I mean, what do you want me to do?
Matthew,
I want you to be truthful.
that's the issue.
I want you to be truthful, man.
You've told us this story from the get-go, okay? And it does not match what we see.
Okay, that's fine.
And the first thing out of your mouth is that so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so better not have done this. We haven't heard shit about so-and-so and
That's the only
so-and-so.
time. You haven't, what Jones has.
Okay.
And my dad's got trespassing warrants on him where they keep coming to the house.
Okay,
That's all legitimate shit.
okay.
I'm not fabricating any of that.
But you didn't go anywhere.
No.
You were there.
Yeah, I
So
was
if
there. I was there
so-and-so
for
and
days.
so-and-so would have come there, you wouldn't have known?
No. Especially if they came in the back.
But there's nobody going in the back.
Good.
That's what I'm telling you. So that camera, which I was unaware of, that you told me about,
There's
okay?
cameras everywhere.
Right.
There's got to be
There's
7 of them.
nobody coming or going. There's your friends are showing up in the middle of the night, just like you said. That's all.
That's all the front camera. The back camera would be the important one.
We can see down. We can see if somebody comes from either side. That's the
In
thing.
the back.
I would like to take the time to thank all of our members. Your support really helps the channel continue, and you are truly appreciated. For early access to all of our videos, exclusive videos, and extra case content, consider joining our Patreon. The link is in the description below. Okay, let's get back to it.
That's all the front camera. The back camera would be the important one.
We can see down. We can see if somebody comes from either side. That's the thing.
In the back. The back where his door is. Those cameras, those 2 cameras on the back of that trailer, behind us. Did you get that footage?
Yes, there's nothing.
Good.
There's nothing.
Okay.
So the only person in and out of this house clean within the last 24 hours is you.
Okay.
Okay? Your father is dead in there, and it wasn't from a fall.
Okay.
Okay? The question, Matthew, isn't, this isn't a whodunit. This is I want you to help us understand what the hell happened. That's what this is. Help me understand. Because this looks like something kicked off in there and it got way out of hand. That's what it looks like to me. This is not a vendetta type situation. This is spontaneous. Something happened.
Okay.
Help us understand what happened in there.
If I wasn't inside, how can I tell you something I don't know?
Well, I believe you were inside.
I wasn't inside.
Well, you had unexplained knowledge of injuries to him before you ever moved the doors off of him.
Unexplained knowledge. The only knowledge I had was the blood on his head.
Right, but you told us he's covered with plywood in the door. So
Not 24, not the whole piece.
I'm just telling you what you said.
I can show you the way.
Okay.
I can show you the way the shit was on him. I mean,
Doesn't matter at this point. You explained to us. You sat down there and you showed the door had him covered. The plywood
the plywood
was on the door.
The plywood was on first, and the door was just leaned over
Okay.
from the wall. It wasn't even like taken off the wall. It was just the bottom was still touching that back wall, and the top was just laid over.
Okay.
Like how would you say that? Like a domino effect, basically.
Mhm.
Like, if he didn't slip and fall, then he was trying to take the stuff down.
Well, he didn't slip and fall.
Okay, so I don't know that. So I'm not going to say something I don't know.
But
All I can say is what
I'm going to tell you
I can
this.
say what it looked like.
I'm going to tell you this, man. I'm not going to lie to you.
Well,
No, I'm not. I'm going to tell you that this was very up close and very personal. What happened to him?
Okay.
Okay? That's what I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to tell you that based upon what you've told us and based upon the video footage, nobody else came in or out of that trailer in the last 24 hours.
Okay.
Okay? And he didn't just fall like this afternoon or, okay?
I have no idea.
I would,
I have no idea when he fell.
well, I would lean more towards much earlier.
That don't make no sense.
How much did you have to drink last night?
I told you I had 3 drinks.
Okay.
I already told you that.
Okay. I don't know what 3 drinks are. I mean, 3 drinks of this size or 3?
3 wine coolers, man.
Well,
Wine coolers is what I had. 3 wine coolers.
what kind of wine coolers?
Seagrams or whatever the fuck they have. Whatever's in the trash can over there at my house. Okay. I don't know what brand it was, so go look in the trash.
Any other pills or meds or anything you're on?
No, I'm on all kinds of medication.
Okay.
I told you I smoke pot. Which you said you didn't care about, so
No, I don't
told
care.
you.
I don't care.
told you what I do. I told you I didn't think my dad was on drugs because I don't think he was. When he was losing his mind. I mean,
Well, here's the thing. Put yourself in our shoes. Your father was killed, okay, and you're the only person there,
okay.
okay, and it's small. It's some small details and some glaring details that are the problem.
Okay.
Okay. And that's the bottom line. If you were trying to defend yourself or whatever the case is, this is the time. This is the place.
I'm not putting that on my dad, no.
Let's not worry about your father right now. Let's worry about you.
I
Okay?
don't give a
Because
shit
we're not
about
here.
you.
We're not here to bury you. Okay? But we got to have the truth from you to help us. You got to give us some perspective on this
I
thing.
gave you what I had.
Well, I think
Last time
you're
Last time I
minimizing.
seen him was around lunch, between noon and 2 yesterday.
Does he drive?
No, he
Okay.
didn't have a car.
Okay.
He took it to the junkyard.
All right. You said his wallet was missing or his debit card was missing.
He said his wallet was gone. He said
Okay.
he lost his wallet and he lost his phone.
Okay.
He told me.
Okay. And his bank account's cleaned out.
I had no knowledge of that.
Okay.
Did they clean it out at the bank or did they use a card? How did they, you get it?
We'll find out.
You're being
Yes.
very vague with me.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I didn't do
But
it.
his
So
card's missing. Whoever cleaned him out would have had to have his PIN number. Because certainly the bank is not going to allow just anybody to walk in there and say, I'd like,
what if he cleaned it out? I mean, what if that's what you find? He cleaned it out. Then what?
then nothing. I'm asking you.
I don't know. I didn't go to the bank with him. How would I know if I didn't go to the bank with him?
Okay.
Listen to what I'm telling you. I only know what I did.
I
what
am
So
listening
you're
to
saying you don't know how the money got out of the bank account? Wait,
Yeah, obviously, I have no idea.
So you didn't take the money out of the bank account?
Fuck no. No.
Okay.
And you literally prove otherwise. So,
Well, it's not about that.
I have a question, Matt. You said your father, they told you 24/7 care.
yeah,
Okay.
somebody has to be in that property at all times.
So you saw him at 2 p.m. yesterday,
Give or take. Give or take. When I just got the dog.
and you're telling us the next time you saw him was 26 hours later.
Whatever time it is.
That's
sure
not
was.
24/7 care, man.
I was on the property 24/7. That's care.
Well,
I was working on the trailer. Like if you look for the last 6 months, I've been working on that trailer almost every day. It doesn't mean I'm not there.
Matt,
Every day I work on that
Let me
trailer.
ask you something.
Every day I worked on this car for 6 months. Every
I
day.
understand that.
Doesn't mean I'm
I
not
understand
there.
that. What happened to your dad the last 26 hours?
How do I know? I was outside working on the trailer. I don't know.
Matt, is that 24/7 care?
Yeah, I was outside. I was on the property. That's care.
What happened to your dad the last 26 hours?
You tell me. I don't know.
Well, he was murdered.
It's not possible. If there was nobody in the house, it's not possible.
It is possible.
It
You
doesn't
were in
make.
the house.
I wasn't in the house. Doesn't make any
It
sense.
does make sense.
I was on the property.
Okay, but it makes sense
I was
to
working on the
us.
trailer.
Okay, we're just trying to figure out what the hell happened in there.
Oh God.
I mean, now's the time if you need to change any of your details.
Yeah, we don't, like I said, look, people minimize things to us all the time.
Because we're afraid of you.
But you don't need to be afraid of us.
Bullshit.
You don't.
Now's the time, Matt. If you need to,
Help us understand. Because look, no matter how bad this situation seems to you, okay,
I just lost my dad.
lying to us
It can't get much
makes
worse.
it does get worse. Trust me, it does. But if you can give us some perspective on what happened here, okay, that will help.
Do you think I don't know what kind of charge this is?
Listen, nobody has said shit to you about charging you with
I'm
anything.
just telling you.
You ain't
I
here.
know what kind I'm not trying to hang myself.
We're
I know
trying to-
I know what kind of charge this
We're
is.
trying to figure out what we have here. Nobody's talking about charges.
Yeah.
Nobody. But
I was afraid to call 911 in the first fucking place.
well, you have to be straight.
Because I know it's going to get put on me.
Why?
Because the last couple of months, my dad's been freaking out. And until people realized how bad he was, they were blaming me for everything.
So you were afraid to call 911.
Yeah. Because I know what kind of fucking charge this is. I know what it looks like.
Did you hesitate?
Did I hesitate?
What do you mean? Well, I don't understand. You know what it looks like. You told us.
My
you
dad
thought
had
he
somebody.
fell.
My dad had somebody call. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
But
Then why would you be afraid to call 911?
oh, you guys aren't fucking listening. We're almost done here.
Yeah.
We're almost done.
Help us understand.
I just told you. I'm gonna tell you one more time. And
Go
then
ahead.
I'm done, okay. The last couple of weeks, month, whatever. He's been thinking I was attacking. He had somebody call the hotline and send the cop and the child protective services to the house to investigate, which they walked away and said it was okay.
Right.
He's been thinking somebody's been coming after him.
Which makes total sense to me.
If he's been thinking that and there's nobody around but me, who's gonna get blamed? Me.
Or-
Therefore, I'm scared. You understand?
Right. Or from when we're sitting, right? Did he think that again last night?
I wasn't even in the house last night. How the fuck would I know? The camera shows me being outside the whole time. So how would I know what he felt last night?
He didn't fall.
If that's what you say,
He didn't.
that's fine. That's what you say. I didn't see, so I don't know.
Well, you saw.
If I had been inside the
the
scene-
injury to his head.
I didn't investigate anything. All I seen was a little blood on his head. I don't, you know. You tell me not to make stuff up. You don't want me to lie. So when I tell you the truth and you act like you don't want to believe me.
Well, the problem is that you're not being totally truthful. That's the issue.
That's what you say.
No, I'm telling you. The video that you told us to check
Right.
shows you walking up to the house at 5 after 5 tonight.
Okay.
Okay? You said you got up, took a piss, went to the
Well,
front door.
I think-
The video we have is you coming to the house at 5 after 5.
We're walking around from the back to the front.
No, you're coming from like down the road. You're coming from the direction of 9th Street.
Show me the video. That's bullshit.
It's not bullshit.
Yeah, whatever.
So you're
You're wearing the same shirt and the same
Yeah,
shorts.
I've had this on since yesterday. I had it
Okay.
all day, all night, and all day today.
So you were saying you were at that trailer from 6 a.m. until you walked out to call 911. That's what you told us earlier.
Yeah, I never left.
You never left.
Yeah. Except for when I was over there at the boys' house. That was yesterday.
So today, from 6 a.m.,
I was sleeping. Yeah, I
the
was,
sun comes up.
yeah, I went to bed, and when I got up,
Before the sun comes up, actually.
whatever. Until I got
So
up,
you found your
yeah,
dad,
all I did was go in the house and sleep.
and you went outside and immediately called 911.
Sure.
But that's not what the video shows.
That's the problem, Matt.
Uh,
And I get that you said you're scared.
I
That you were going to get in trouble for something. Okay? I totally
know
understand.
how this shit fucking works. Man.
Yeah, I get that.
You know what? Here's the problem, Matt. You don't know how it works, and I think this is what's hampering you. You think you do know how it works, okay? But what you have to understand is that we need the truth, and then we'll go from there. We'll go from there. But you have to give us something to work with that makes sense. That's the problem. Because when people start lying to us, okay, or omitting things,
Matt, we get that you're scared.
yes.
Totally get it. And look, man, we don't want to put something on you. Okay? We don't.
That's not how we operate.
We want to know what really happened. And the problem is, when we know that you're scared. You're telling us you're scared. We get that.
Yeah, I am.
But
More and more every fucking minute.
Matt, but the problem is, what you're telling us is not true. And we know it's not true. That's the issue that we have.
Matt, lay it out for us and let us figure out how we're going to help you. We can't even begin to throw you a lifeline until we understand what happened. That's what we're trying to tell you. Nobody has said shit about arresting you, nothing, because we need to know what we're dealing with first. Then we can triage it. Okay? Then we can triage it. But right now, you're in the water drowning, and we're trying to throw you a life ring. We'll assess your injuries when we get you in the boat. We'll get to that part of it. We will. Okay? But until we know what happened, we can't. That's all we're saying. That's all we're saying. Good, bad, or indifferent, man. What happened, happened. Good, bad, or indifferent. You got to help us understand, because there's no way for us to help you until you're honest with us, and then we can assess it together. You ain't going to say anything to us that makes you look bad, and we're going to slap handcuffs on you.
All right.
You were in a tough situation. I know you're minimizing it. It would have been hard for anyone. And I'm only speaking to you about that because I've been there. I've been there dealing with a really difficult adult. You know, and in my case, you know, dementia, right? It didn't matter. I'm still a human being. I still have emotions, and there were times when I had enough.
So
I had a support system in place to help me deal with things when they got difficult. You are on your own. You're on an island by yourself. You got a sibling that had enough and left you holding the bag.
no one's saying you're a bad guy.
No.
I know I'm not a bad guy. I
We
give a
know
fuck what
that.
anybody says.
You know that.
Well, I don't, and nobody here thinks you are.
I know I'm not.
We know that too, man. But something happened. We know that.
Yeah, dude, we wouldn't, if we didn't give a shit, man, we just slapped the cuffs on you already.
But you,
Okay, but there's more to this story. This book isn't finished. You just got to help us understand, because it's just a moment that happened. And I'm going to tell you, from where I'm sitting, I know it's hurting you because it's all over your face. If you could take that moment back, you would.
What moment?
The moment where something happened to your dad.
something happened, man. We know that. Right? And what you told us,
It's just not jiving, man.
it's not true.
No, okay. I've tried to tell you guys everything.
Well, I believe that.
Obviously, I've
I
said
believe
too
that's
much because I
Matt.
made a couple of mistakes.
No,
somewhere,
you didn't
so
listen, and I believe that statement that you just said right
I
there.
never told you shit. So
That would have been a mistake.
that's what I should have done.
That wouldn't have went well for you. I promise you.
Like, this is going any fucking better. Come on.
Matt, we can triage this shit, but we got to know the truth,
You have to tell us what happened.
right? If you come to the hospital, right? If you come to the hospital and you don't tell us why you're there, how do we help you? You just show up at the ER and go, I need a doctor for what? I'm not telling you. Okay? How do we even start to help you? Okay, that's kind of like this situation here. We know you were there, and we know your father was there, and we know your father's dead. Okay? But we can't even start to help you until you're honest with us about what happened. And look, nobody's making you promises. Nobody's making you promises that, oh, you know, we're going to sweep it under the rug, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But until we know what happened, we can't start to treat you. Does that make sense? It's difficult to talk about. Okay? It's difficult. Because you're worried about how we think it's gonna look. You know, you're just a human being, man. You're only human. And I respect the fact that you're trying to minimize stuff, you know, that happened between you and your dad. I do. And I'm not talking about this incident. I'm talking about other incidents. Okay? But listen, nobody can deal with that level of difficulty for that long, okay, and not get angry at some point. And then you've got us telling your dad, thinking you're attacking him, you know, this, that, and the other thing. Well, that makes sense to us. That does make sense. Okay? But the story that you're giving us doesn't.
Okay.
And this is like a painting, man. Okay? You don't want us to finish the painting, because then we got to start looking at evidence, and we got to, you know, we will slowly box you in if you're lying to us. Okay? And just on the surface of things, it looks bad.
Why do you think I'm afraid?
Let us help you, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Help me what?
Well, here's
Deal with this. Good or bad.
You're not my psychiatrist. You can't help me.
Now,
Well, here's the issue too, man. You told us how you found him, and the whole story of calling 911.
Mhm.
But we know that's not true.
right.
So we know your dad's been murdered. You are the only person in the trailer, and the story you're telling us about finding him is not true.
Which looks worse? Which looks worse?
Well, so you have to tell us what happened, man.
Matt, there's nothing you're going to say to us that's going to set us back in our seat. Nothing.
I need a cigarette.
You need a cigarette?
Mm-hmm.
We can do that.
What kind of smoke?
What do you smoke?
They're here. Jones has them.
Oh, he does?
Get you one.
He's got my house keys and all my other shit too in a bag.
Okay.
A brown paper bag.
We'll get you. You want to step out and smoke?
Yes, please.
All right. We can do that. You can be straight with us?
You gonna tell us what happened?
You got to understand, dude. We're willing to work with you, just like the cigarettes, man. You want to grab a smoke before we sit back down? That's cool. You're under a lot of stress, dude, and you look exhausted.
I am exhausted. This is very taxing.
It is.
Woke up
It
to
is.
shit
But
now.
I'm going to tell you this, bro. As bad as you think this is, there is something liberating about getting this off your chest.
I think so.
Yeah, because I've sat in this room 1,000 times.
There's a little shit, but
It isn't.
You're gonna feel a lot better.
Let's figure it out. We'll figure it out. But you got to be straight with us. And we'll work with you every step of the way. But you got to tell us what happened.
let's go have a cigarette.
All right.
Sit tight, let me go get Jones, all right?
All right.
Let me ask you a question, Matt.
Yeah.
What is it you're afraid of? You keep saying you know how this ends, blah, 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 blah.
I'm afraid of getting charged for something I didn't do.
Okay.
And any kind of abuse or anything that happens to another person is a very serious charge.
Okay.
I know that. I'm not stupid.
I don't.
He's my dad.
I don't
and
think
was his
you're
care-
stupid.
and he's my dad, and I was his caretaker. It doesn't matter how much good I did. This one bad thing could set me back for the rest of my fucking life in jail.
Well,
I know this. I'm not stupid.
this
Right?
this
So I tried to give you every inch of everything that I could remember as best I could.
Okay.
And of course, I'm not perfect. I got something wrong, obviously.
Well, I think you're getting, and I think that's part of the problem. You're thinking too far ahead.
I'm trying to give you guys everything that I know that I felt and that I seen through my eyes.
Okay.
You know. Obviously, I can't remember everything perfect, so
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
So,
But let's.
so there's some mistakes. in
We'll
what I
walk
said,
through
you
it.
know. I gave you the best timelines I could. I gave you the best recollection of what I did that I could.
But clearly something more happened. Clearly.
Clearly.
You know, and I think I'll tell you on a personal level, I think you're afraid to be honest with us because you're afraid of what's going to happen next. Let me share this with you.
I understand.
Okay, let me just tell you this.
All right.
Okay, whatever is going to happen.
Oh, excuse me.
You all right?
Sorry, yeah, my stomach's been fucked up all day.
Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Okay, it's just if we have an understanding, it can make a difference. And let me tell you, you know as well as I do, in the world of murder, okay, even the smallest difference is better than none. What's up, Dee? Even the smallest is better than none. Let us worry about all of that other shit that you're worried about when we get to the end of the story. Then we'll sort it out. You have my word on that. But until we have the truth, I can't give you any more.
Listen, I'm not throwing shade on my dad. Dead or not.
I don't want
Dead
you to.
or not.
Okay.
I'm not throwing shade on my dad.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Then just tell us what happened. You don't have to throw shade on your dad. We have a pretty good idea. I tell you this, dude, talking to Jones, talking to the people in your neighborhood, nobody thinks you're a bad guy.
Because I'm not.
I don't think you are either. I think something kicked off in there, and I think that's what's holding you back.
Yeah.
Is he getting the smoke, Steve?
I think so.
He wants a cigarette.
Want a cigarette?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Matt.
Matt. You know,
Um.
I'm just taking Davis.
Yeah, it's alright.
Good.
At least one of us is good.
Huh?
I said at least one of us is good.
Why you not good?
Because I'm here with you guys.
For what?
Because my dad died, quote unquote, murdered.
You know, you've been talking to Detective Butler for.
I've been trying to be helpful, but obviously it's not working.
You need to be helpful. You need to look out for you right now. That's what you need to do.
Listen, bro, nobody gives a shit about me, especially me. Nobody's ever done for me. I do for people they don't do for me. It doesn't matter what happens to me.
And I get a sense. I get
My
a sense
mom
of
wouldn't give a
that.
fuck if I died tomorrow. Nobody cares. So why should I? You understand?
I do.
I don't think you do.
I do.
Spend a couple minutes in my shoes. See how you feel.
Well, you know, I've listened to a lot of what you said, and it hasn't been easy for you. It hasn't been easy for you. I think the best days of your life sounds like in South Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
Like you flourished there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think coming back here, like you said, there ain't nothing about this state you like, and I'm not in disagreement with you there. There ain't a hill.
I hate Florida. No mountains, no nothing.
Right. No change of color, no seasons,
Nothing.
no big hardwoods.
Can't stand any of it.
Man, if you sound.
Sure.
All these heartaches, these ups and downs, these hills and valleys that you've been through.
Mm-hmm.
You said you just made a comment. Nobody cares anything about you.
Of course not. Nobody ever has. Nobody's ever put me first. Ever in my entire life. It's always me doing for other people.
Okay.
Which I don't mind.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't mind that. I don't mind being a caregiver. I don't mind being a nurturer. I don't mind helping people out. Actually, when it turns out good in the end, I feel good about it. Well, maybe I got to help somebody. Okay. Maybe that's what I'm here for. Otherwise, I don't even know what I'm fucking here for. I died at 19. I come back to watch everybody else fucking die. What did I come back for? Everybody around me's dying. My brother's dead, my wife's dead, my dad's dead, my whole family, everybody's dying. Why did I come back? Can you explain that to me?
So all this death around you, you feel like everybody around you is dying.
They are.
You're okay.
But I don't feel like it, they are.
But there's a reality. People are dying every day, everywhere. There's a pandemic that's going on. It's just life. It's gonna happen. But it ain't because of something you did that caused somebody.
I know that.
But you're just saying everybody's dying around you. Everybody's dying around you.
Everybody I care about dies.
So you feel like you're in this world alone?
I know I am.
No, you're not.
Whatever. When this is done, you guys never think about me again. You'll never think about me
That's
again.
untrue.
Bullshit. You said you weren't gonna lie to me. Don't fucking lie.
Daryl?
Don't lie to me. Nobody gives a shit about me. It's okay. I'm okay with that.
Why would you say that?
Because it's the fucking truth.
No, it's
bro.
not.
No, it isn't.
Whatever.
Not in this line of work. It ain't.
Whatever.
You got a bad perception of life.
About me. No, I'm a realist, okay?
But what's what you're saying ain't true. You can't tell me what I'm feeling.
I'm telling you the truth. When this is over, you're not going to remember who I am or what happened.
Wait, what is over?
You ever going to call me and check on me? Fuck no. No, yeah, it's not going to happen, bro. Don't bullshit me, okay? Be real.
Okay. You want to be real?
I'm real.
Okay.
Right?
That's what I want
Be
you to be.
real.
Okay. I like this.
I like reality. I like the truth. Don't bullshit me. Don't swerve me. Be
Okay.
real.
Okay. So
You're not going to think about me after this.
So you mean to tell me I don't look after people after stuff is over?
You're not going to look for me. That's what I'm
No,
telling
no,
you.
no.
That's what I just said. You're not going to be looking for me.
Why wouldn't I be looking for you? Why wouldn't I be looking for you?
Because you don't care.
How you gonna tell me what I feel and don't feel? How you gonna say that? I done deal with people all the time, so I don't care.
I've been going through this my whole life, bro.
Why? What? Tell me. Tell me something I don't know.
Nobody's ever given a shit about me.
You can't tell me. You can't tell me that about me. You can't tell me I wouldn't care about you. You can't tell me that. You're summarizing that. You don't know me. You don't know me.
You're right.
So how you gonna tell me what I won't do?
Because it's the truth.
You don't even know me.
Okay.
We could give you example after example of how wrong you are.
How you gonna tell me? I've been dealing with a young lady that lost her parents 15 years ago, still today. So how you gonna tell me who I don't care about? Tell me that.
If you gave two shits about me, you'd be the first person in my entire fucking life.
Well,
So it's fine. I find it very hard to believe. Okay. That's all that is, right?
You don't know me.
You're right, and you don't know me.
That's what makes this a genuine relationship. We don't know each other, so let's get to know each other. Because you sitting here telling me about myself, and you don't even know me.
I made one statement about you that I know is true.
What's that?
I already told you. You don't give two shits about me. What I just said.
So if I didn't care about you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would I be sitting here talking to you?
It's your job, bro.
No.
It's your job. You're on the clock for this shit. Don't give me that.
You don't even know where I've been.
You're right.
So how you gonna
You're on
sit
the
there?
clock. It's your job.
It ain't got nothing to do with the job.
Mhm.
It ain't got nothing to do with the job.
My job was to take care of my dad, and I failed.
How you feel?
Because he's fucking dead.
Huh.
I mean, he would have been dead a long time ago had I not come down to take care of him. But it doesn't change things. I'm here, and he's dead. So I failed. That's all it is, bottom line. I failed.
How you feel? It's something that's beyond your control. How you feel? Tell me how you feel. How did you fail?
Because he died.
That ain't you. Tell me how he died then.
I don't know. I wasn't in there. I don't know. Last time I seen him, he was walking around.
When was the last time you seen him?
Yesterday afternoon,
What time?
between 12 and 2.
Between 12 and 2. And you
He
had
was walking to the mailbox with 1. He came back to the house. I went and got the dog. Stayed at my friend's house until about 5 o'clock that afternoon. Then I went and started working on the trailer. People were coming over all afternoon, all night. We're having drinks, whatever. I went to bed about 6 o'clock in the morning. Woke up, my dad was dead.
Were you in the house?
I went to bed about 6, so yeah, I slept in the house.
So this morning when you got up,
That was this afternoon. I slept until, who knows, 4 o'clock or so. Who knows, 4:30, whatever.
what 30?
Well, I don't know, because I don't have an exact time. Like,
But you woke up this afternoon.
Yeah, I woke up sometime this afternoon.
When you woke up this afternoon, what'd you do?
Apparently, I went outside after I took the piss.
Mhm.
I seen my dad. I tried to call to him. I seen the blood on his head. I made the call. Inside or outside, where the fuck ever I was, I made the call. Doesn't matter where the fuck I was, I made the call. Went inside to try and help him. Fucking was purple.
So you ain't hear no movement or anything inside the house.
I was outside working on the house. I was using a saw and cutting wood and screwing it in the wall and trip my. No, I didn't hear shit. I had the radio playing outside and everything. I didn't hear anything. If I'd heard anything, I'd have gone in there.
Okay. All I'm trying to establish, 6, you came in, you slept till this afternoon.
Mhm.
You and your dad the only one in the house.
As far as I know, and the day which they corroborated saying they had the video footage, which I wasn't sure about people he's had a problem with, but they say there was nobody else in the house, so I have to believe them. And no, there's nobody in the house but me and my dad. Fine.
911 call was made. Okay. Woke up, finds that dead.
Yeah, no service inside. I had to go outside. Shitty ass trailer. Won't get no service anywhere. It's ridiculous.
Let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
I see you got a lot of. It looks like a lot of scarring on your hands.
I'm a working man, bro. I have lots of marks and scars all over my whole body. I mean, I got burns. I'm fucked up all over. What am I gonna do? I mean, I'm a worker, you know. Yeah, I'm beat up a little bit. What you fucking do?
You do a lot of work with your hands.
Yeah. All day, every day. That's all I do.
So
I work on cars, work on houses, work on AC. It's all I do. I'm always beat up. I'm always dirty. I worked on that stupid siding until 6 o'clock in the morning. Poked myself in the head with the siding while I was doing it. I mean, whatever.
So you're a handyman? You can do the jack all trade.
I was a licensed Florida contractor. I'm a certified welder, licensed hydroponics grower, taking classes at CTU for computer science, information technology. I'm also learning how to write my own code.
So you was with some friends at 6 o'clock, correct? Drinking.
Till, well, the last friend might have left around 5:30. Cleaned up a little bit outside, tucked everything away, and I went inside. When I went inside, the front door was locked and I didn't have my key, so I went through my dad's door. Seen he wasn't in bed, went through the bedroom, come out and when the light was on in the bathroom, the door was closed, I thought he was in the bathroom, so I went to bed. When I woke up, took a piss, found him, made the call.
He wasn't in the bed when you came in.
Mm-hmm. No, but the light was on in the bathroom, the door was closed, so I thought he was in the bathroom.
Okay.
Sounds stupid, but
How far is like I don't know the layout.
30 feet.
30 feet.
Well, from where Matt sleeps, 5.
yeah, maybe 5-6 feet, maybe with a little makeshift wall between us. That's about it.
A makeshift.
Yeah, it's like
For real makeshift.
studs are there, except there's visqueen hanging.
I've got
It's a
cabinets
separate-
and pieces of wood and glass and all kind of shit just tucked in there, and I've got it all covered with plastic so that I can keep the air conditioning in my room. We don't have central AC and heat; it's too expensive. So
Gotcha.
our bill's less than $100 a month even now.
Okay, gotcha.
Everybody else is in that park spending $300-$400 a month in AC. We don't. We spend 100 in the summer when it's hot, 40 to 50 in the winter when it's not so hot. We keep our bills down. But we only have air conditioning in the 2 bedrooms. The makeshift room I have and his bedroom.
Let me ask you a question, man. You were out working last night, working on what tools were you using last night?
My dad's drill, my saw, handheld T25 bit because I couldn't find because he lost my screw gun, so I couldn't use mine, so I had to use his. So I had hand tools, my hammer, tiger paw,
Tiger paw,
the flat bar. It's
Yeah.
flat. Cat's paw, tiger paw.
like a crow's foot.
Mm. It's like a pry bar, but it's flat. It's like 3 inches wide and it's flat.
Mm-hmm.
It has a hook on one end and
Yes.
it forks up on the other end.
Yeah, for like either prying or pulling nails.
Yes.
Yeah.
I call it a cat's
It's
paw.
got the hole in it, so you can like slip it
Well,
over
it
a nail
doesn't have
head.
the hole in it, but it's got the one on either end where you can pull it, push
Yep.
nails or whatever.
Yep.
I was using it to slide the framing in. My hammer, some hand tools, a level. I'll just hit this right there between my truck and the trailer. All the stuff that's right there, the buckets of screws, everything's right there that I used.
Okay.
Because I don't bother bringing it inside, I just tuck it away and then use it again the next day. Because it's not uncommon for me to work on that trailer all night long. I can't be out there in the middle of the heat. It kills me.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it. So I go out there in the night. I got my lamp out there. I turn the lamp on and I work all night. I've been doing it for freaking a year now. It's not uncommon for me. I sleep in the heat of the day and I'm up the rest of the time.
Okay.
So you sleep in?
Yeah, I'd rather sleep from 9 to 3 in the morning and afternoon and be up from 3 to 9 than anything else.
Do you know of anybody? Actually, anybody have any problems with your dad that you know of?
Just them guys I was telling them about, but they said nobody was there, so no big deal. My dad's got a trespass on a couple people. Then until a couple weeks ago, they kept coming around even after the trespass was put on.
Who are these guys?
Javen White, Missy Stubblefield, a guy named Mike, I don't know his last name, and a guy named Rob. Jones knows who they are, Mike and Rob. Pieces of shit drug dealers and thieves.
Did they come to your dad's trailer and cause any problems?
They, never since they put the trespass on there, not really, no. But before that, yeah, when I had a problem with Missy. That's after all the bullshit happened. I had a problem with her. She had a bunch of stuff in the storage. She had a bunch of stuff in the storage unit that I let her use my ID because she said she didn't have an ID. And she didn't want to pay for it, so she was out there hanging out one night with Javen and everybody else and left a bunch of food on the ground outside the unit, and I almost got a $250 fine. So I told her to take the shit out of my name. She never did, so I took it all, threw it all away. They showed up at the house, her and her daughter and Javen showed up at the house and tried to fight us. Dumb shit, so my dad put a trespass on them. And I kept coming around after that just to spite the trespass. So, I don't know. Last thing they did was take my dog, and fucking, I haven't seen them since.
You think they took your dog?
I know they took my dog. I didn't say I thought. They took my dog. I have witnesses to that and everything. They haven't come back since they took the dog, so that I know of anyway. But I can't be inside and outside at the same time. I can't watch everything. So, I don't know.
That entry? Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
So you said when you went in, was it, so when you got up this morning, which way did you go out?
The only way I could go out was the back door because he was blocking the front door. I was going to open the front door and go out it, and he was blocking it. I called his name. He didn't respond. I seen blood on his head. I made the call. I knew I needed help. He's been falling down every day. He's got all the bruises and scars on his leg from me constantly. He was falling walking up the stairs. He falls in the garden. He falls in the middle of the road. Constantly beating himself up. And he's suicidal on top of it all. It's just, this shit doesn't make any sense.
Why you been? Is something going on with his equilibrium or something like that?
I don't know. He's losing his mind. He's getting bad. He was getting really bad. He wake up in the day. The other day he told me he woke up, didn't know where he was at, and then he seen me. And was trying to remember all the places that we lived together, trying to figure out where he was at. He still couldn't fucking remember. Just space cadet sometimes. I swear to God he'd be on drugs, but I know he wasn't. There's no way I would know if he was. It seemed like he was talking about people coming after him, and cops outside, and there was nobody out there. Calling thugs, they weren't even there. Talking to people that weren't there, trying to sell the neighbors acid. I mean, there's a laundry list of shit that he's done in the last month.
How would you characterize you and his relationship?
I'm the only one in the entire family that knows off on. We have a good relationship. As good as it could be between the two of us. I didn't talk to anybody in my family for about 25 years, though.
Wow.
Because they all fucking lied to me. My brother was a heroin addict. Right here in Bradenton. Died here in Bradenton from an overdose. Broke into my house. Stole all my shit. Carved you die mat in the door. Busted every window out. Every single window in the whole house out. Got me kicked out and everything. I had a wife and 2 kids living with me. For 3 years, nobody told me it was my brother. And then I found out on accident that they all knew the whole time it was him. And didn't want to tell me. It's not what I call family, so.
You made this comment that
I make lots of comments.
I pay attention though. That everybody lies to you. Family. Everybody's lying to you. Right?
Oh yeah, my family? Oh God, yeah. Yeah, that's real.
This could be rhetorical.
Mhm.
Have you ever lied to your family? I mean,
Let me think about it for a second.
okay.
I'm sure I've told little white lies. I'm sure. I mean, or omitted stuff that I didn't want them to know about, or I'm sure. I mean, but nothing big, no, not like that, no. Because I know how it feels to be lied to. That's why I don't steal. I know how it feels to be stolen from. That's why I don't cheat. I know how it is to be cheated on. I don't lie, cheat, or steal to the best of my ability. Am I perfect? Fuck no. Of course I make mistakes. But to the best of my ability, I don't lie, cheat, or steal because I know how it feels to be on the other end of it. And I can't stand it.
There's no perfect person.
There is no person not.
I don't know of one.
Everybody makes mistakes, I understand.
We're fallible. We're human.
We're only human.
So when we are human, we're going to make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the truth. There's no perfect person. So that's why when you said, oh, they lied. So I'm saying, we all lied about something or omitted something. It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
I'm sure. Yeah. Different levels of severity, but sure.
You appear very tired.
I woke up with this shit, dude. All I ate today was something my neighbor gave me. The only coffee I had today was a cup he just brought me. I haven't taken my medication. Of course I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I've been crying all day. My dad's dead. Yeah, I'm taxed. I'm done.
You want something to eat?
No, I want my fucking cigarette. That's what I want. I don't know what the fuck's taking so long. I want my fucking cigarette. I don't understand why I can't have my bag. If I'm not being arrested and the door's open, I can go whenever I want. Where the fuck is my shit? Where's my bag he's got with my fucking shit? Where's my lighter and my cigarettes? Where's my fucking keys? Why don't I have it? Not even being treated like a fucking human right now. You understand what I'm saying?
What
He took my shit from me, but I'm not being charged with anything. But where's my shit at? Why did he take it from me if it's mine? Then why can't I go have a cigarette? What am I waiting on? If I can walk out anytime I want, why can't I just go have a cigarette?
Where are your cigarettes?
In that bag. With my lighter. That Jones had. Why does he have it and not me?
Why do you feel like you're being mistreated though?
I just told you why. Why does he have possession of my shit instead of me?
Because
He's got my phone.
It's rough house.
Yeah. I'm white now. I still want a cigarette. Why can't I go have a cigarette? You see what I'm saying?
okay, so
Well, I'm just saying,
okay, I'm gonna so
if we're just having a conversation and I've asked for a cigarette 3 fucking times, why can't I have one? You see, why do I feel like I'm not being treated fairly? Because of that shit right there. Why do I gotta wait all day for my own fucking cigarette if I'm supposed to be okay? We're just talking. Why can't I have a cigarette?
Relax.
He's telling me why you not being treated fairly. I'm trying to explain to you.
Just relax.
I'm just trying to explain to you. That's why I'm not being treated
You're way up
fairly.
here. You're way up here. We need you down here.
Let me have a cigarette. That's what I want. I want a fucking cigarette. I've been asking for one for I don't know how long. If I'm human and I have rights, why can't I have a cigarette? What am I waiting for?
but you You just took that thing way up here and just.
Because I've been asking, you're not the first person I asked for one. I've been asking for a while now. You asked me why I don't think I'm being treated fairly. I'm telling you, this is why I don't think I'm being treated fairly. Why does he have my shit and not me?
I was sitting right by the door.
I understand that.
Same place that I said it.
I just want a cigarette. I should be allowed to have one. Basic human rights, right?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Just saying.
Okay, hold. I'm gonna help you with this. I'm gonna help you with this. For real, I'm gonna help you with this.
All right.
You saying you're not being treated fair. So there's an investigation that's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we're trying to figure out what went on or what happened, and we're talking to you, how are you not being treated fair?
Because I asked for a cigarette more than once. I'm not being allowed to have one yet. That's not being treated fairly. You want me to help you, but you're not helping me. I asked you for a cigarette. You asked me for information. Why don't I get my cigarette if you want information? I'm not gonna say another fucking word until I get my cigarette. Does that make sense? That's fair. That's you want something and I want something. If I can't get what I want, you can't get what you want. Does that make sense? That's plain, simple English in my book.
I'll take it down, sir.
You want what you want, I want what I want.
Can you not have the smoke, please?
It's stressing me out, man.
All right. Ain't that big deal.
No better? Good.
You got your smokes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Feel better?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, okay, good. So now,
Appreciate that.
you're very welcome. So, you said it. I want information, right? Okay. So now, I want you to walk me through your day, because I'm coming in.
Which day, today or yesterday?
You can go from yesterday up to today. Just give me your movements, and I ain't gonna even interrupt. What you can recall to the best of your knowledge.
Yesterday, I got woke up by a buddy of mine calling me, telling me that the neighbor's dog was following him down the road.
Okay.
So I went outside to get the dog. I got the dog, went back to my friend's house. Sometime between, I don't know, 11 and 1, whatever. See my dad coming back to the house. He walked up to get the mail with one or whatever. Excuse me. I was working out back. Oh, excuse me. Damn, my stomach is messed up. I was over at my buddy's house at about 5:30.
Okay.
Will and Vaughn were over there with me. The dog was there. About 5:30ish, 6 o'clock. I don't have exact minutes. You know, somewhere between like 5:30 and 6. I went back to my house and started working on the wall, the outside wall.
Okay.
They've been in bad shape. The whole trailer's falling apart, so I've been rebuilding it piece by piece. So I started working on the woodworking. Worked on it till about 5 in the morning. While I was doing that, people were coming over off and on all day and all night. At least 6 or 7 people seeing me out there working, which is not uncommon. I'm always out there working on something.
Okay.
About 5:30, 6 o'clock, maybe 6:10, 6:15, like the sun was just coming up or just about to come up. I went inside, see my dad wasn't in his bed, come through his bedroom door, seen the bathroom door was closed and the light was on. I thought he was in the bathroom. I went to my bed and went to sleep. I was tired. I had 3 drinks. Smoked a little pot earlier in the day. I used to have a Florida medical marijuana card for my brain damage, but I can't afford it right now. So about 6-ish, I don't know, 6:15, whatever. I went inside, thought he was in the bathroom, went to bed, woke up sometime after 4, I'm gonna say. Took a piss, went to go out the front door, and seen he was there. Called his name, he didn't respond. I seen the blood on his head. I made the call. Here we are. Basic, simple.
You made the 911 call, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I was inside when I made it, but I remember you can't get service inside. I didn't have my data turned on because I only get 2 gigabytes of data a month, and then I got to get charged $14 a gig after that. So I had to go outside to get the Wi-Fi and make the call.
Do you remember what you said on your 911 call?
No, I was frantic. I remember telling him I needed help from my dad. I remember telling him that. I don't know word for word what I said. And she asked me if he was breathing. I said, I don't know, I gotta go check. I went in and checked. I had to move the stuff off of him first. I went in and checked, I couldn't feel any pulse. She had me move him, lay him down, and start CPR. So I moved him, laid him down, and started CPR. The EMS showed up, or firefighters, or whoever it was, showed up. I grabbed my keys and my cigarettes and stuff from my room, and I went outside, unlocked the front door, and sat down on the porch.
I sat down. You sat down on the front porch?
Just like a knee-high stool type thing, the whole like flower pot holder or whatever. And I sat on that until they made me go behind the caution line. I didn't move from that spot. I just sat there.
I haven't had a chance or privy to the 911 call to see what was said.
I don't remember word for word. You can listen to it, I don't care. I have a question.
Go ahead.
I am willing to take a lie detector test. Is that something we can set up?
You want to take a lie detector test?
I'm not going to be accused of something I didn't do. So I will voluntarily take a lie detector test. If you're willing to give me one.
Out of there.
Just figured I'd mention that.
Okay.
I've had to do it before.
Why?
People have been accused of some shit that I didn't do. I had to take 3 lie detector tests one time. I had to take 3 of them one time.
But you know the only thing about polygraph or lie detector test, right? They're inadmissible in court of law.
I thought if it was voluntary, you could just.
I mean,
I don't know the law like that, but I thought if I volunteered it, that it would be admissible.
Well, let me ask you a question, man. We can probably arrange that, okay? So what do we do? What do we do with that information?
It's just to help prove my innocence.
Okay, but let's.
Or guilt, I suppose.
Well, let's. Okay, well, we don't know.
You know, I'm just saying.
We don't know how that's going to fall, okay? But you know, if it comes down to it showing deception, then what? I mean, we're willing to go through those steps with you, okay, and arrange it. I mean, but I'm just saying, what do we do then?
What do you do if it doesn't show deception?
I don't know. I don't know, because that's, you know, that's
It's just to help prove either way what I'm saying. That's all I get. It's another way of validating or invalidating what I'm saying. Is all I see. I mean,
okay.
whether it's
Let me-
admissible in court or not. I mean,
Well,
you
I
understand.
feel you. Let me be honest with you here. You know, I think that you're ready to tell us what happened. I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I think I've told you too much already.
You know, it can never be too much, right? Because let's go back to that example I gave you. Okay, we'll triage this when we have all the information, but we can't treat it until we do.
I understand that.
You know, and your head is in the worst case scenario department. Okay. Yes, this is bad. Okay, no, but nobody's arguing that point with you. The thing is that no matter how bad it seems to you, okay, we've been here before. You know, it's not. You know, you've and I'll tell you what it is. A couple of things that you've said to me concern me. You know, I'll go into prison for the rest of my life. My life is over.
I know what kind of charges. That's all I said. I know.
There's many levels of charges. Many.
And none of them
Okay.
are good.
Well,
None of them are gonna help me. So.
well, here's the thing. But the minute we get the truth, the minute the clock starts for putting this behind you, that's the thing. And that's and this is what I'm telling you. There, you know, without the whole story, we don't know where we're going to go from here. You know, and nobody's telling you that. Like I said before, we're not going to sweep it under the rug like it didn't happen.
Oh, you can't do that. I know
Right.
That. I know that.
But, you know, without the context of what happened, I can tell you this. The worst case scenario is we don't get the truth. That's going to be the worst case scenario. Anything that you tell us, whether it's good or bad, okay, is going to better your position in this. And I'll tell you why. And people have a hard time understanding this concept. The system is made up of human beings.
Excuse me.
No, that's all right.
I'm sorry.
All right. Okay, the system, judges, attorneys, juries, everybody, they're all human beings.
Mhm.
Okay? That's the human element of the law, right? So there's what's written in the book in black and white, right?
Mhm.
The law is the law. There's manslaughter, there's murder, there's capital murder, there's second degree murder, there's first degree murder. There are so many different, there's culpable negligence, there's all these different factors. And that's why I tell you, without the whole story, we don't know where we're going. But I will tell you this, if the evidence shows that something happened and you did this, that's where the human element factor comes in. It gives a perspective to people when we have the story. And when I say that, it shows a level of remorse and cooperation. Like this, by all appearances, this is a tragic event.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't a calculated, cold-blooded murder. But when people aren't honest with us, that's the appearance that it has. Am I right? Right, Daryl? We can't undo it,
Oh, yeah, I know.
but we can triage it. We can triage it. How old are you?
I'm 49.
Okay. Got a lot of miles left on you.
Yeah, right. I'm almost done, brother. All right.
So, just tell us what happened. And let us take it from there. Hand it off to us.
Why you keep holding this stuff?
I'm telling you, dude,
Yeah.
this is going to eat you from the inside out.
Shit, my whole life.
I know. But you know, you're gonna have to have some faith here
Faith in what? The system?
in us.
Yes.
I believe in you. I don't believe in the system.
Well, you know, but we're a part of that. We're a part of the system, and I'll tell you
I
this.
believe in people. That's all I believe in.
I will tell you this, Matt, God's honest truth. We probably have one of the best working relationships with the state attorney of any law enforcement agency that I've ever encountered.
No, you guys have helped me before. I've been in this building before.
Yeah,
You guys have helped me before.
we're fair, dude. And that's why I'm telling you, we're not trying to promise you the world. We're just trying to tell you there's two benefits here. One, it gives your account of what happened. And two, it puts a human perspective on this thing from your point of view. I don't think you're afraid to tell us. I think you're afraid for those words to come out of your mouth because it's all over your face. It's weighing you down. Just walk us through what happened. Because when you do, the thing that happens after that is, who's the phone call to, Daryl?
Yeah.
We make the call to the state. We tell them, this is what he said, this is it.
Man, it seems like you've been fighting a long time, bro. It's time to take some of this burden off your shoulders. It's time to give up the weight.
Absolutely.
You said to me earlier today about being fair and honest. I haven't mistreated you. Nobody's mistreated you since you've been up here.
Nobody's going to tell you to fuck off. Nobody's going to tell you you're a piece of shit. All these things that are going on in your head.
Let them go.
Let them go. It's hard. Like I told you, bro, let us get you in the boat and then we'll assess. First thing we got to do is we got to stop you from drowning. We got to get you in the boat.
The great saying, man, the truth will set you free, man. No matter how big or how bad it may seem to you, but it gets some of the burden off.
Because the second we have it, like I said, the clock starts ticking, okay, for this to be over.
I'm gonna go out on this boat with you. Man, let go of this stuff.
It's hard, and we know it's hard.
Let go. Seriously, let go.
Matt, we know it wasn't planned, okay? I can't think of everything that's going through your head, so let me help dispel a couple of them, okay? This isn't a capital murder, okay? This isn't a premeditated murder. This isn't a death penalty case, okay? This isn't a PRR case. This isn't a mandatory life in prison case. Okay, but you got to help us help you. You're gonna have to have some faith in us. Okay, because events in your life have brought us here to this moment. This is your father. We know you feel bad. That's not what's at issue here.
Of course I feel bad.
I know. But that's not what's at issue right now.
Might be something. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Just tell us. Is something triggered? Is something happened? Something. Was it an argument? Was it a disagreement? Was there anything that took place?
The last couple of days we were good.
Okay.
What happened?
Last couple of days we were good. That's what happened. Last couple of days were fine. You just come out of a fucked up spell. I'm getting so bad lately.
And we know that had to be taxing on you.
Of course it is. None of it's easy.
No.
Especially when it's your own parent.
Yeah.
Right, and worse than one of your kids. Of course it's not easy. Of course. None of this is easy.
No, it's not. It's a shit sandwich, man. No matter how you slice it. Just help us understand.
And nobody to judge you either.
No, that's not our job. It's not our job.
Now, what you thinking right now? struggling.
Oh,
I know.
You remember that book he just talked about singing? Be your life preservers right now. Throwing it out. But I need you to grab it. So we can pull you right on there.
Your heart is heavy. Just walk us through it. Let me help you a little bit here. We're asking you to do one of the hardest things to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just share with you. You had a tough moment today when you had to make that 911 call.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because you knew that this was a problem.
Of course, somebody died. It's always a problem.
Right. But you know how they died. Okay? That's when I tell you about analyzing that call, that's what I'm talking about. Okay? You knew that was going to start the ball in motion. You had to make the call.
It would have been worse if I hadn't made the call.
You're right.
That's how I feel.
You're right. Okay? But you're, whatever reason it is, you're struggling to be honest with us. It doesn't get worse. I'll be honest with you, Matt. I don't think you're afraid to tell us what happened. I think that your fear is actually verbalizing it. Well, like I said, dude, you're gonna have to have some trust in us. Some. We're not asking you, to believe in us 100%. Let me tell you something, man. If there was ever a time in your life to have faith in people sitting across from you, this is it. This is it.
That is the end of this part. Watch the next part here. And as always, we will see you in the next one.